Wondering how you can set yourself apart and be that listing agent of choice when you're in a listing appointment? Today I'm going to share with you the exact process utilizing AI that's going to make all the difference. As the market continues to change and as we see settlements with NAR, as we see lawsuits, as we see the market beginning to move in a different direction, one thing that we know is that listings control the market, and the person who controls the listings absolutely sets the tone for the rest of the market. So today what I want to do is when you get these opportunities to sit in listing appointments, what is it that you can do that's different from everybody else that'll make you stand out and make sure that you're that listing agent of choice? What I want to do is go through the process that we're utilizing right now with ChatGPT and AI so that when you sit down, people have the ability to really see you operating at a different level using the technology that's available today in a way that's going to help them sell their home faster for a higher price and with less hassles. This entire process is going to take us about 15 minutes really to prepare for the listing appointment in a new and a fresh way. Listen, I don't think you should get away from the things that have worked in the past for you when you're sitting in listing appointments, but what I want to do is give you a differentiator, something that maybe no one else is doing that's really going to make a difference and set you apart. So the first thing is you have to understand that typically professional photographs are going to be the thing that stop people as they're scrolling through. So you're absolutely going to get those professional photographs, videography done. But how are we going to make them go from seeing and stopping when they're doing this to actually setting the appointment? This is where we start that process is. The description that is written in the MLS that is fed out to all of those websites that have IDX feeds that talks about the property is the difference that makes between people seeing 5 to 10 different properties and deciding which ones they want to see. So we're going to utilize ChatGPT with this very specific prompt right now to be able to generate a couple of different options when it comes to the MLS description that's going to make them want to make sure they take a look inside the house. The prompt we're going to start with is, please act as an expert real estate copywriter specializing in writing MLS descriptions that encourage readers to schedule a visit to see the listing after reading the MLS description. Please write an MLS description for a home with the following highlights and amenities that make it special. Then list the highlights and amenities of the home. Another option for this is that if you have a previous MLS description that's fairly good, you can ask it to actually rewrite that previous MLS description. Just use the first part of that, but where it mentions highlighting the amenities and the attributes of this property, just simply go in and just copy and paste in and ask it to rewrite that previous description. Now this is going to generate the first MLS description for the property. What I suggest you do then is to print that description and put it in a folder and put it to the side. Right below that, right after it's given you this, in the line on ChatGPT right below this, say, this is great. Now convert this to a more conversational tone. It's going to give you something that's a more conversational tone. Then you're going to ask it to now convert this to a more professional tone. Then you're going to ask it right after it gives you that, you're going to ask it now convert this to a more luxury tone. You're going to take each of those descriptions that it gives you, make sure that you're modifying it a little bit, you're putting it in your own words, you're polishing it, you're making sure that it doesn't, that it meets all of the guidelines as far as RESPA and it doesn't violate any of the fair housing laws, but you want to make sure that you're just polishing it enough to just get those. We're going to take those 3 or 4 different descriptions, have those printed, and put them in a file folder. Now we've got the foundation for this listing presentation. Right below that, then we're going to come in and we're going to begin to put together a marketing program and proposal that we'll be able to present while we're in this listing appointment as well. The next prompt is, please convert the listing description above to an SEO optimized Instagram post announcing this home as a new listing available in your city area with a strong call to action to reach out for additional details or to schedule a showing. Now this is going to give you an Instagram post that's going to give you the ability to have hashtags it's going to provide as well as some emojis if you're not a big emoji person. It makes it extremely readable and searchable on Instagram. We're going to take that post and we're going to put it with 3 to 4 of our best photos of the home, and that's going to be our post that we're going to announce. Now what we do is once this description comes in, we're going to print that and we're going to put that in the folder as well. The next prompt is, now convert this to an SEO optimized Facebook post announcing this home as a new listing available in your city area with a strong call to action to reach out for additional details or to schedule a showing. Very similar to what we did with the Instagram post, now we have a just listed post that is SEO optimized with those hashtags, with those emojis for Facebook, because the description and the way it's written is going to be a little different for each of these platforms. As soon as it gives it to us, we're going to print that and we're actually going to put that in the folder along with those MLS descriptions and the Instagram post as well. The next prompt is, please convert the listing description above to an SEO optimized 800-word LinkedIn blog post announcing this as a new listing for the home located at the address in your city area with a strong call to action to reach out for details or to schedule a showing. This gives us the ability to have a LinkedIn article that is SEO optimized that's going to reach out to those folks that may be on LinkedIn. We're seeing that as a strong platform right now for marketing our listings. Also, what it does is now we're going to take that and we're going to print that Instagram post, and we're going to put that in the folder along with that Instagram post as well, along with the Facebook post and with those MLS descriptions. The next prompt is, please convert the listing description above to an SEO optimized YouTube video script for the home located at the address in your city area with a strong call to action to reach out for details or to schedule a showing. So we're hitting all the major platforms here. YouTube obviously being the #2 search engine in the world. We want to make sure that we have a video script ready to go. We're going to print that and we're going to put that in the folder along with the other marketing pieces as well. The last prompt is, act as a real estate marketing expert and give me 25 unique ways to market this home in ways that will help me sell the home for the highest price possible in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassles for the seller. Now this is going to give us 25 unique ways that we can market the property. Odds are you're not going to do all of these, but with 25, and you can always ask it for more if you don't like the first 25, you're going to have an ability to prepare some type of a document that says some things that you're going to do that are going to be different. This is going to do a lot of things. A lot of times it just reminds you of ways that you can market this property, but it's also going to give you the ability to stand out in that listing presentation. Take this list of 25, refine it down to however many of them you're willing to do. They're going to set you apart. Print that list and put it in the folder as well. Now let me give you the way to present this listing appointment if you're sitting in front of the folks or if you're recording your screen and you're going through these documents. This is basically how it goes. Mr. and Ms. Seller, I want to go through this marketing proposal that I have for you on how I'm going to maximize the views that we have for your home so we can find that ideal buyer that's going to pay the highest price possible for your home and is going to do it in the fastest amount of time possible. So let me start with a couple of things. We are going to absolutely get professional photography and videography on your home. That's going to set it apart. And what the photography does is that we know that people are just scrolling. And so when we post things, when we have online ads that we're running or marketing that we're doing, we want to make sure that we're capturing their attention. The photos will capture the attention and make them stop, but what is it that's actually going to make them want to see the property or set an appointment to come and see the home for themselves? And that's going to come through the description. The description really is the bridge between the photos and getting them to actually being inside your house and seeing it for themselves. So here's what I did, is I like to utilize artificial intelligence to get a maximum opportunity for us to write the description in a way that it's going to find that ideal buyer for your home. So here's what I did is because if I'm you, I'd want to see this beforehand, is I went in and I actually wrote your MLS description in 3 to 4 different tones. First one is this, it's very professional. The second one is luxury. The next one is a little more on a conversational tone. What I'd like for you to do is to take a look at these 3 descriptions, see if there's anything that I've missed that I need to add, and also I'd love to get your opinion on which one looks the best to you, because odds are the person who's going to buy your home is going to be someone just like you. So we want to position ourselves to be as attractive as we can in everything we do marketing-wise, everything we do is writing-wise, to make sure that we attract that ideal buyer for your home. Once they've come in and they've decided which one, they've given you a few things, you've already got them being a part of the process and they've got some buy-in. That's the first step. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to say, Mr. and Ms. Seller, I would want to know what the marketing is going to look like. So what I did is I went ahead of time and again utilized some of the artificial intelligence to find out what it is we could do emoji-wise, what we could do hashtag-wise to draw that ideal client, and what we could do with the description in a post announcing this as a new listing and marketing this in a way that grabs the attention of that ideal buyer. So what we'll do is we'll actually have an Instagram post that announces this as a new listing. This is the description that we've already written with the hashtags, with the emojis. I'd love for you to take a look at it, see if this makes sense to you, see if there's anything you think we're missing, and then just know this will be the announcement that we will make the second that it goes live to maximize that attention that we get for your place. Once we've done that, now we're going to shift and we're going to pull out of that folder and we're going to say, Also, Facebook, we want to make sure that we're maximizing the people because people are on different platforms. Someone that might be on Instagram may not be on Facebook and vice versa. So this is the post that we've written for Facebook announcing it as a new listing that will also go live immediately as soon as we bring your place on the market. Is there anything I missed in this one or anything that you feel like I should be highlighting that is not included in this? No, everything looks great. Great. Also, what we're finding is that some people are readers. Some people like LinkedIn, more professional types of people for a home like yours. So this is an 800-word article that we've written for a blog post on LinkedIn that will give us the ability to attract that ideal buyer if they're out there looking. It has keywords that that person might be looking for or types of posts that they've searched for before for property information in our area. This is the description that we will use for that article, and this is what we would post on LinkedIn. Does this make sense, or have we missed anything that we might ought to add to this as well? Then we shift that to the side. Also, we've talked a little bit about visually seeing people, reading things, but a lot of times people want to hear audibly or they want to use YouTube, which is the #2 search engine out there for types of properties. So this is a video script that we've utilized artificial intelligence to come in and to provide us with a script that is directly written to draw that ideal customer for your home. Does this make sense? And this is the video that we'll actually be utilizing at the time when we go live on your listing as well. We're going to slide that to the side. Then we're going to come in and say, hey, listen, most people, when they're listing homes, do a couple of things. The first thing they do is they do the 3P method, I guess you could say. They typically will go out there and they will come in and they will put it in the MLS, they'll place a sign in the yard, and then they'll pray that the right buyer comes along. Let me say this, we're going to absolutely do those things, but I want to share with you some unique ways on top of what I just showed you social media-wise that we're going to market your home to maximize the exposure we get for it so that we can find that buyer as quick as possible to get your home sold. These are 15 unique ways that we're going to market your home to make sure that we maximize that exposure. I wanted to run this by you just so you have an idea of some of the steps and the processes we use to maximize that marketing for you, and also see if there's anything you've ever seen that someone did to market a home that you thought was unique that you feel would also help get your home sold faster, so that we make sure that we include that as a part of our marketing that will lead to getting this house sold for you. Pass that along, let them look at it, see what they say. If you will follow this process, you have set yourself apart from 99% of the agents that are out there. Most are coming in to a listing presentation and they're just talking about price. They're not talking about the process. When you share the process, and it is a systematic process that is based on today's technology that sets you apart as the most modern and the best marketer that they're going to talk to, now you've got a situation where you're absolutely going to be closing more listings and you're going to have the opportunity to see your business grow. I hope this process is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.